Silicon Valley Bank's failure is having a real impact. You need proof of that? Look at the toy store Camp. They're a venture-backed retailer. And on Friday, they sent an email out to their customers to put up this ad, put it up right there on their website. It said, when your bank collapse, run, don't walk, right, to save 40% at Camp. The captions say, I never liked the Bay Area, and could this happen? How could this happen? This all sucks. Promo code BANKRUN. Is that right? So, Poppy, we're talking about kids' toys here, and you're live at the Camp store right now. Poppy, what are you seeing? Hello.
Hey guys, good morning. We're with Ben Kaufman, the founder of Camp and the CEO. This is your idea over the weekend, and we're smiling because, thank goodness, your deposits are now assured because of the federal government. But this was a last-ditch effort over the weekend to try not to collapse. That's how dependent you guys were on SVB.
Yeah, about 85% of our company's cash assets were at SVB.
85%?
Yep.
Millions of dollars?
Millions of dollars.
Okay, so what happened to you Friday?
So on Friday, when we got the alert that the FDIC was taking control of the bank, we had no idea what would be the next step. We did not know how long it was going to take for us to get our cash out. And to be honest, we still kind of don't. They say today, we'll see what happens.
You don't know if you can get your money.
Well, we hope we can, and we're so grateful that the Fed stepped in the way they did. But we did what startups do, which is we kind of took matters into our own hand, and we kind of had that fight for survival. It's a similar fight for survival we felt when COVID happened and we ran an experiential toy store. And so we turned to our most loyal group of customers and said, hey, we need inflows of cash right now. We set up a new account and kind of pushed our weekend sales to a new account.
At JP Morgan Chase.
At JP Morgan Chase, and we said, we need your help. And the outpouring of support was absolutely incredible.
To all our viewers and guys back in the studio, the reason that I wanted to have Ben on is I'm one of those loyal customers. I got little kids. You've got 3 little kids. I get this email Friday afternoon, and I'm like, wow, they are turning to everyone who's a customer to try to save the business. That's how dire the straits were for you.
Yeah, we had to pretend like it was the end of times, and not pretend it felt that way.
Yes.
And we had to find a way to fight for survival, and that was, again, turning to customers, providing them with a little bit of offer.
Yeah.
Right. There was value in it for customers. We offered 40% off, and we were so lucky to have so much amazing support.
In all the things that keep you up at night as the founder of a business, small business, as a startup, did you ever think that your deposits that were largely held in securities, treasuries, bonds, would not be available?
No, I mean, like you said, like running a startup is hard. Running a retailer is hard. Running a D2C product company is hard. Running an experiential environment is hard. We never had to think about like the safety of our bank. That's an added layer.
Okay, so I spoke to a lot of founders this weekend, and another startup founder and CEO told me that it was a requirement that if you got lending from SVB, you had to hold all of your cash deposits there. They required that. Is that true for you?
It was true. At a certain point in our company's history, we had a line of credit with SVB. We no longer did at the time of the collapse. But because all of, when you check out at the register, the money automatically went to SVB. It was all kind of wired in to SVB. We never actually transferred that away once that
but that's
contractual
notable.
requirement went away.
It would explain why so many founders and startups had all of their cash in this bank.
Yes. Yeah. It was the bank to use.
And they made you do that if you wanted to get credit from them.
Yep.
Do you have a message for the management, Gregory Becker, the CEO, the management of SVB? Do you think this was bad management?
I don't know. I mean, I run a toy store.
Yeah.
I'm not an economist. I don't know how to manage, money at that scale. Frankly, like SVB was there for us when we needed them. They were there for other startups when we needed them. And again, startups are hard.
And is that why you didn't pull all your money out when you heard all this Twitter chatter and VCs talking about pulling money out?
We attempted to on Thursday.
And you couldn't get it.
It just didn't settle at the other bank.
I have to think of all your employees first.
Yeah.
What were they saying to you? What were they feeling?
Well, again, we were lucky to have an account already set up at JP Morgan Chase. The first thing I said to our employees is that we have a little bit of cash there because if you pay in cash in our stores, the store managers ran it over to Chase. So we had a little bit of cash there. We knew we were going to be able to make payroll this week. But we said, like, the future is uncertain. We don't know what the next step is going to be, and so we turned to customers, and immediately store managers were saying the stores were packed, and what we saw online from people that were not only existing customers but new customers wanting to support this brand was, I'll never forget it. It was amazing.
I'm so glad. Does it change finally how you hold your money going forward? Do you now split it up? I think a lot of heads of small companies and startups are thinking, do we put 20% in this bank and 20% in this bank and 20% in this bank?
Yeah, I think that's going to have to be a consideration moving forward. I don't want to do this again.
No, no one does. We are glad you're okay. You're going to make your next payroll.
We sure are. I mean, again, the support this weekend was incredible. We're just going to go back to the regular startup fights. The regular, fighting for survival that every startups do,
Look,
even when their bank is stable.
You made it through COVID.
Yeah.
You made it through this. I told you we'd get all of our kids
Thank you.
Christmas gifts, birthday gifts here. The staff is always so lovely. Good luck. Thank
you so much.
Very much.
Thanks for having
Ben
me.
Kaufman. Hey, guys, back to you.
Yeah, and one of the coolest old school rocking horses in that store, Poppy, as you know.
They love the old school
The pony
rocking
side.
horse.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It was great. I love that he said, I'm a toy store owner, right?
Not an economist.
I'm not an economist, and I think that speaks to a lot of folks, what a lot of folks are dealing with.